it's amazing how much you learn when you are thrown in. So sometimes I think it's a quick education, because when you're at college, you think you've learned everything, but once you're out on the shop floor, that's when you really learn.
Absolutely. And I think having that rapport with a client is quite an intimate space, being in a treatment room with just you and a client who you've met for the first time. And when you're quite young, sometimes you're not that experienced at making conversation with people, but I put my game face on and I just got on with it, and that was that. And so, but there was threat of the salon closing down. So I ended up finding another salon within the city centre. That was a beauty salon, still on a self-employed basis. But at that time, you did everything. You did all the treatments. You did nails, you did waxing, you did massage, you did facials. And I didn't feel passionate about what I was doing, because, I was rubbish at nails. Absolutely. And I still am to this day.
I know, it's a real skill, isn't it? Everyone thinks it's not, but it is.
Some of the sets I used to do, I think back now and I just cringe. And I wasn't pushing myself because I just didn't find that passion.
Yeah.
And then I got married and decided to come out of the salon and try something different. So then I went to work on one of the beauty counters. And I went down to London to do all the training, and it just didn't align with me. It was no longer helping people. It was helping that company,
target driven.
And I remember on one of the trainings, they were referring to the customers as humans, when the human comes up to you. And I know. And I just thought, this is not my place. This is not for me. I
always do think that is a very hard profession, though.
Oh gosh,
because the thing is that, when we're treating clients, we know a little bit about what the client needs.
Yeah.
But when you're just in a departmental store, you're practically tripping someone up to stop them, to build a rapport, to then sell to them.
Absolutely.
And it's quite a quite a skill set, isn't it?
Absolutely. We had to go out onto the shop floor and like you say, trip people up and, bring them back to the counter, quite forcefully. So that it just didn't align with the way I was. And
great education, though, great training.
Great training. I definitely became a better salesperson. The skills that I didn't have before. And then I was still doing a few of my clients' mobile. Then I had my son, still doing bits mobile, but still not really finding much passion in it. And then 3 years later, I had the twins. That was quite a traumatic time. The pregnancy was quite traumatic, quite high risk. And then once they were born, it was quite full on, as you can imagine. I had to give work up altogether during the pregnancy. I was going to
say, did you take time off afterwards? Because that was then 3.
I know, 3 under 5. It was great fun. I had to stop working during the pregnancy because we had I had an issue with the pregnancy where at 16 weeks I had to have a procedure done where they'd given me 33% chance of survival of the twins. So that was quite traumatic. But I wasn't on bed rest, but I couldn't be lugging my beauty couch in and out my car.
Yeah, you lightweight and portable one.
Yeah.
That's what they always say, isn't it?
Yeah.
Lightweight and portable, and you just think, no way.
No. So then once the twins were born, they were premature, they were in hospital. That was quite traumatic. When they were about 18 months, I started, I wanted to start working again. I've never not worked. From 14, I was a Saturday girl in a hairdresser's. I worked through college. I can't not work.
Yeah.
We had a space above our garage that we were going to refurb into a bit of a, like an annex, but we didn't need an annex. we've got enough rooms in the house. So I turned to my husband and said, I think this could be a salon for me. And his face, you know, he enjoys going out to work and coming home, and it's, you know, tea's on the table, kids are sorted, and
not quite on his radar.
I could see what was going to. Does that mean I'm going to have to do a bit more around the house, maybe? So it took a bit of convincing, but he did it, and he renovated above our garage into the most beautiful little clinic.
Wow.
And I'd started doing quite a lot of reading into the skin side of things, because skin was really sort of stepping up. You know, it was becoming a lot more talked about. And people, you know, in the past sort of 10 years, I'd say people have started to specialise in, you know, you might specialise in nails or lashes or skin.
Yeah.
So, and I was getting really passionate about it. And I thought, God, this is what I want to do. I'd finally, I don't know how old I was, maybe 31, 32. I'd finally found my
niche.
calling.
Yeah.